Hello, hello. Whew, coming out to the outdoors for a minute and we're going to have a little chat. So, hey dog. My dog, she loves me for no reason at all. No reason at all. Hey doggy. That's my dog. Hey dog. Hey dog. She does have a name, but her nickname is Dog. So what I want to chat today about is along the theme of fatigue. And this is something I've wanted to share for a while because I found it so hard when I first hit burnout, like severe burnout, ended up in collapse, ended up fatigued for like 6 months, unable to do much at all. I was trying to find ways in which to heal, basically. I was getting books out from the library, trying to learn about how to heal. So I found that it was actually difficult to come across information, just simple, practical information to give me ideas on how to get through every single day and to help support my body while it was not able to do much. My body felt very heavy, like lead. I was unable to really walk at my normal pace. I was walking around my house very, very slowly. I was not going upstairs. I live in a 2-story home. I was not going upstairs if I didn't absolutely have to, because I had to basically help to pull myself up the stairs. So I mostly lived downstairs, and where the main part of our house is anyway. That's where we have our kitchen, our rumpus room, our office, our living room. The back patio is out the back, through the back door, downstairs. So upstairs we just have the bedrooms. So and I found very little information. So what I want to do is actually share with you just some practical ideas that you could do while you're in the thick of your fatigue, if that's what you need. So at the time, me being me, trying to find actual clear information, I couldn't find it. You know why? Because a lot of people that are talking about fatigue or burnout or healing trauma and that kind of thing, they're talking in terms of information, I guess. They're informing you as to what it is and why it happens and what's affected in your body, in your physiology, what's happening in your brain and all that kind of thing. But what I really needed to know was what to do. So a lot of these books and videos and anything that I was reading, they were talking a lot about make sure to de-stress in your day, or make sure to do relaxation techniques, or make sure to live slowly, or make sure to, this was the overarching message, right? But I have a brain that goes, but that could mean anything, really. What does de-stressing, what does de-stressing even mean? Then I found out it was doing things like stretching your body, or yoga, or going for walks, or just spending time with your pet, or giving your body some nutrition. And then I was like, but how and when do I do all of that? And for how long for? Do I do it for 5 minutes, or do I do it for 20 minutes? Now, that's because my brain just works like that. I need to know clearly and concisely exactly what you mean. And there might be many of you out there who might be in that position too. And it's hard for those of us who think that way, that we just need sort of really structured conversation, structured instruction. It's hard for us to sort of come up with a schedule or an idea of what this should look like, and that can bring about even more stress, and it can make us fall into freeze even more, and then we don't end up doing anything. So today I'm going to share with you what my days ended up looking like during the 6-month period of the thickest of my fatigue, and so that maybe you could have at least something to start with. So here goes. On a day during the thickest of my fatigue period, I would get up, I would sit on the edge of my bed, and I would do some breathing exercises. Now again, there's a plethora of breathing exercises that you could possibly do. The one I like is to breathe in for 1, breathe out for 1, breathe in for 2, breathe out for 2, breathe in for 3, breathe out for 3, and so on. In fact, even better if you can breathe out for 4. So you breathe in for 3, breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 4, breathe out for 5. Breathe in for 5, breathe out for 6. So you're always breathing out that extra little bit more than what you breathed in. You can add that later on as you get used to the breathing exercises. I came across information, I think it was an interview held with a neuroscientist, I think, and he recommended breathing exercises for the healing of brain injury. So that is how powerful, how absolutely powerful our breath actually is. Isn't that amazing? Like really, when you think about it. I've got a friend. Where is he? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. It's a bird, a magpie lark. He comes to us on the daily. Just comes and stands there on the fence for no reason, just to visit. We don't feed him or anything. He just loves being a pet, I think. He's so cute. Okay, I have to show you. Hello. 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 Okay. So cute. So cute. Anyways, so back to how amazing the power of our breath is, right? Just amazingly powerful. When I finished watching that interview with that neuroscientist or something like that, he was like a specialist in brain injuries, I guess, and it just encouraged me so much to keep up with my breathing exercises, knowing that if breathing can heal a brain that's been damaged, injured, broken, like physically broken, then for sure it's healing even the smaller parts of my body, such as my cells and my nerves and my blood, and so that's be encouraged to do breath work. So I would spend time doing that. I also would then, after my breath work, spend some time doing some meditation. Again, there is a range of different types of meditation. I'm into the very simple meditation, which is to simply close your eyes and tune into the sounds around you. This type of meditation basically helps you to learn to just be present in the moment. So you start off with like as long as you can, like maybe you can do 2 minutes at first. Eventually you want to try and get up to about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And all you're doing is just staying still and listening and listening and listening. And it's an amazing practice because I found that the longer I did it, the further out my hearing was connecting. So at first I could only hear the sounds around my home. Then I started really hearing the sounds sort of down my street, and then eventually I could hear sounds that were a few streets away, and so on and so forth. It's actually really amazing. It's again amazing how powerful our bodies can be. Then I would have my shower, and I made this a very gentle and purposeful part of my day. I hadn't been able to wash my hair in quite some time. I went for about maybe 3 months without washing my hair at the time of burnout. There is a reason for that, but I will get into that another time. So my hair was in need of a wash, and I had to, not that I'd forgotten how to wash my hair, but I had to relearn how to, this is going to sound funny, but I had to relearn how to just be present with my hair and the care of my hair and the care of my scalp. Again, I took an interest at the time to learn actually how to do that, and I was watching a YouTuber hairdresser who teaches how to care for hair, and I learned that the best way to wash your hair for anyone is to wash it twice, and then add conditioner at the tips of your hair. And I started to do this in a very slow and very present kind of way in the shower. This was a relearning to be in the moment with myself and to take care of myself, because when we've fallen into burnout, it's at the end of the day, quite sadly, at the end of the day, it's because we've forgotten how to care for ourselves. We've kind of left us behind. And what the body mostly needs during burnout is to just be taken care of, to be loved on. And for you as the owner of your body to send the message to your body that you do still love and care for it. So that's what I did. What I also started doing, I had been used to just throwing on any kinds of clothes in my rush to do life pre-burnout, and this, while I was trying to heal and be more present with myself, I began to enjoy, like purposely choose to enjoy what I was going to wear for the day. So surprisingly, out came some old clothes that I hadn't worn in a while. More colourful clothes, for example, or more frilly clothes, and or simply just, if not, simply just nice, comfortable clothes for the day. So as you can see, if you haven't noticed by now, it's very much just a day of mindfulness, really. That's what mindfulness is. It's just to be very slow and purposeful in every single thing that you're doing. I would then prepare my breakfast, and part of my shutdown at the time was that my whole, and this is probably common across the board, is that my digestive system also shut down, because that's what the body does. If you were facing a tiger running at you, the last thing your body's thinking about is eating, and physiologically the body actually does shut down. It shuts down the digestive system in order to face the danger. And that's what my body had done. And I had to be very careful during that time regarding what kinds of foods I was eating. So at first, actually, I wasn't, because before that, it's more important to just simply enjoy, to learn to relearn how to enjoy, because before burnout we've been running ourselves ragged and not thinking about what we're shoving down our mouths. I was living off several coffees a day and just fast food on the run for like so long. So at first I was just thinking, well, what do I enjoy eating? What do I want to eat? And then slowly I learned that my system had shut down and I had to give it foods that it needed. So after that, perhaps, or maybe while I had breakfast, I would journal. I actually took pen to paper because I have journaled all my life, but I often journaled at the computer. So I journal on Word and save it that way. I have an online journal as well that I have kept for many years. I'll journal in there if I want to. I do keep some paper journals here and there, so I kind of end up journaling kind of everywhere. But during this time I specifically took pen to paper, again because it's slow and purposeful and a very present thing to do. And I highly recommend that. I highly recommend journaling as much as possible when you're going through burnout. I also rested a lot. If I was suddenly very, very tired, at any time between any of these tasks, I would make sure to have a lie down. Whether it was 10 minutes or up to an hour, it didn't matter. It was very much a purposeful part of my day. Sometimes, like I said many times, actually, you have no choice but to take that rest. I also had to see a physiotherapist at the time, so he gave me some physiotherapy exercises to do, and they became a part of my day as well. Again, a very purposeful part of my day. I would do that after breakfast whenever I could. Part of my day at some point also was to go for a bushwalk. I made that a part of my day. It got to the point where every afternoon I was heading down to my local bush to go for a bushwalk with my beautiful dog. I spent lots of time with my dog as well, just cuddling her in the sunshine, playing with her. I had not done that for a long time, for years before I hit burnout. And the thing is, it's so important to spend time with our pets. It really is, because it's good for them as well as good for us. And your average Aussie really loves their pet, right? They would never think to forget them. But when we're running ourselves ragged, and you're busy from like 6 a.m. to midnight, and you don't know how to stop, and you never stop, and you've forgotten what it feels like to have spare time, you are likely just throwing the food out to your pet and just keeping them fed, because that's all you can do. And that's where I was at. But I learned how to just give her love and enjoy her. And there has been I don't know if it's studies that have been done or whether it's theories, but when we spend time with our pets, they can lift our mood. So likely there's something happening in our brain there too, and contributing to our healing as well. The other thing I was doing was getting a massage once a week. I would go for a massage just to help restore the body, because during fatigue, what can also happen, or during burnout, what can also happen is that your body tenses up a lot. You may go for a massage and then by day 2 or 3 your body's going to be all tensed up, but once a week is the most you can get a professional massage. I'm only saying this because I asked the question at my local massage place. I said, how often can I come in? How often would you recommend? They said once a week. I was hoping for twice a week, but no. And I have just heard it before as well. Like, there's only so much you can do in that sense for your body. I don't really quite understand why, but yeah. Of course, I also had some counselling as well. So that's, I was heading out for a counselling session. I think it was once a fortnight at the time. So, yes. So, these are things that are practical ideas for you to, if you don't know where on earth to start and you're like, I don't know what to do, like, what am I supposed to be doing? Honestly, these are things that you can just go ahead, make yourself an ideal day to get you through this period of time, and write down all the ideas that I've shared today. You might be able to tweak it to suit your own personality or your own needs and what suits you. But at least you've got something to start with. And I would have given anything to have that from the start at the time that I was going through my breakdown. So hopefully that's helpful to you, and all the best on your healing journey.